Hello, everybody. I correctly ranked every legendary and mythical Pokemon. Disagree with something I said? Let me know in the comments below and subscribe for more content. Oh no, alphabetical order means we gotta start with the god himself. He might be the god of all Pokemon or whatever, but like he's got this weird alfalfa sprout going on. He's just like a spiky deer. I don't think spikes are that cool. Anyway, he's like B tier. He's not that great. Articuno? This is a really good design. He's very majestic. You're gonna tell me you saw this and you wouldn't be like, wow, that Pokemon's sick. Because you're just lying. Azel? We gotta get the rest of this group. These are like all the same exact Pokemon, right? This one's a little bit worse because it's fallen asleep on the job. Like, you're supposed to be a guardian. What are you guarding, man? You're snoozing. You're getting fired. They're kind of just Mew, but worse. Celebi? It's just an onion that could fly, right? It looks like Tinkerbell. That's what it reminds me of when I see it. It's somewhat cute. Like, if you're gonna bring Mew into the picture, if you're comparing these two, because Mew's the original mythical. They tried to recapture this, but it's not the same. I'm gonna put Mew up here. Not only is it cute and adorable, without Mew, we don't get Mewtwo. So how can Mew not be A tier? Cobalion? This Pokemon is sick. We can compare these two. This is a spiky deer, and this is also a spiky deer. Look how much cooler Cobalion is. Got his chest puffed out. He's ready to beat your ass. I'm taking Cobalion over Arceus any day of the week. I think Cobalion is S, actually. Cosmog and Cosmoem. Don't ask me which one is which. They're interesting because they're the only legendary line that evolves, but the design is just bad. It's just, what is it? It's just an eyeball with a galaxy in it. Galarian Articuno. I really like purple. The purple, white, and black is better than the blue and white, but that's my opinion. No way he likes purple. This guy likes purple. That's crazy, right? Galarian Zapdos and regular Zapdos are both S tier. These are two of my favorite designs. Are you telling me any of these other designs even can compare? Like, Arceus comes step into him, he's gonna pick him up and he's just gonna fling him to the side. Regular Zapdos, I think this is my favorite legendary. I was Team Instinct in Pokemon Go just because of Zapdos. I don't know who else followed suit in that, but there was no reason to pick Articuno or Moltres. Regular Moltres is like a C. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. Just take the fire off of Moltres. It legitimately looks like a rubber chicken. It's so bad. But then we get to this edgelord right here. That's at least gotta go to A. Dark typing. Look at that evil smirk on his face. Gerard Way looking. I really like the Galarian birds. They did a great job with all three of them, honestly. Base Mewtwo. This is the original legendary. When you walked into Cerulean Cave, my man Mewtwo popped up. You were a little bit worried. If you were watching Dragon Ball Z and he's like, you know, he's looking a little bit like Frieza. He's got the hand. Maybe he's gonna Krillin you. Then we got these guys. I really dislike this design. He went to like the Shakira school or something and got the hips don't lie treatment, and then they made him wrinkly. This one really looks like Frieza. If we pulled up a picture of like Form 3 Frieza, it's more or less the same. This might be a little controversial. I think Raikou is the best. Maybe I'm just partial to electric types. He's got the flowing purple cape. He's intimidating. If I was walking down the street, right, and I saw Raikou, I'd be worried. If I walked down the street and I saw Suicune, I'm going for a little head pat. Entei's F tier because of the movie. You don't like Big Daddy Entei? I'm not gonna bring him down because he got a bad casting call in the movie, right? Like, that's not his fault. He didn't write the script. I have a problem with Lugia because Lugia is the guardian of the sea. Do you know what type Lugia isn't? Water. Even worse. This right here is Ho-Oh, our good pal. Fire type. What's the opposite of fire? Water. They could have been opposite for legendary. Let's go even deeper. Where's Lugia found? Whirl Islands? Whirl? Like the water is whirling into whirlpools? We gotta dock him some points. Put Moltres' head on Ho-Oh's body. I think we got a winner. He's a little too derpy to be A tier. You wanna know why I have a problem with these Pokemon? It's not because of their design, because of how you find them. You go to where they are and you go up to the wall, you get a clue. The clue is in Braille. How are you supposed to read Braille on a flat surface? They're definitely not standout. They're definitely not above C tier for any of them. This is Mega Latios and Mega Latios, and they're both going into D tier because they're just airplanes. The worst part about this is it's two different Pokemon and they look exactly the same. Make one purple, make one green. It doesn't matter. Just do something that makes me know which one is which, because I couldn't tell you. I got Ruby as a kid. When I was a kid, red was my favorite color. I was a little disappointed with Groudon. He's still really cool though. Like, he's edgy. He's got the claws. He's red and black. He's got a good color scheme. And then we got the Pokemon Emerald. This is a problem. my man having any chance to win. They did my man Groudon so dirty. They're not putting any respect on Groudon, so how am I supposed to put any respect on Groudon if they're not giving him any? And they're just leaving him here on this little tiny blob of land. And they gave Kyogre the whole ass ocean. Regardless, he's still a pretty cool design. He's B. I like Kyogre more. Regular Rayquaza, one of my original favorite legendaries. Just a gigantic sky dragon. Nothing stopping him. He's like the strongest Pokemon up to this point. I don't like Mega Rayquaza as much because this fell into the, here's a Mega Pokemon. How do we make him Mega? Well, let's just keep adding more spikes. Jirachi has a smile on its stomach. Wait, what is this? It has a third eye? Jirachi has a third eye? When did this happen? Do I not know shit about Jirachi? What is happening? What did they do? I don't like this picture. All I typed was Jirachi third eye. And this is what I got. This is Jirachi's true eye opens to absorb the Millennium Comet. I was thinking about putting Jirachi in A, but I don't like the third eye. It's freaking me out a little bit. It's staying in B. Deoxys defense, we'll start with this one because this one's the worst. We got to do something about the shape of this head. I don't like it. The rest of them, though, pretty good. I think the normal one is B, and then these two are A. I don't know why they sandpapered this man like this. They gave him the chrome dome, the smooth dome right here for no reason. I think they're both like C. They're both like super average to me. Also, this is supposed to be water and dragon. There's nothing about this Pokemon that tells me it's gonna be wet. Like, if I touch this Pokemon, this thing is like dry bones out in the desert. You don't want a piece of Heatran, right? Like, the rest of these, I might take a swing. Like, what is this? Just a big steel dragon? No. Big steel piece of magma, though? I'm scared. Regigigas. I have something for you guys. And this is why we can't rate Regigigas very highly. I'm warning you guys. This will change your perspective on Regigigas forever. Regigigas looks like Fat Elvis. Tell me I'm wrong. Look, he's even got the outfit with the little bit of chest coming out down here. He's got the white jumpsuit. It's all the same. The gold tassels, the gold bits. It's all the same, man. Why did they do Giratina, Palutena, whatever this thing is. It's like the Lord of the Shadow Dimension or some edgelord stuff where they probably play like Pierce the Veil all the time. They have Vic Fuentes posters hanging up. You could go in A tier. Fion and Manaphy, they're just weird little blue blobs that are trying to be like Mew and they're just not. So we said Giratina was edgy, right? We want to talk about an edgelord of all edgelords. If you presented Darkrai with the option to go into S tier, you'd go like, I don't want to be an S tier. You don't understand, man. I don't want to be popular. I do this because I love it. This is my favorite mythical Pokemon. This is S tier right here. That's S tier cuteness. These are the tastes. You could either have this or you could have this. This one probably is going to take a little flack, but I'm not budging on this one. Kick and scream all you want. I will drag you guys all the way up to where he belongs in S tier. Oh my god, I love Terrakion. Are you going to tell me this thing, this airplane forest boot-wearing deer, is cooler than this? It's B and I know it. It's kind of weird because it's in S tier. Virizion, it's probably D tier for me because I gotta reserve a spot in F tier for a certain member of the sword trio that we haven't gotten to yet. I mean, do we really need to wait to put this My Little Pony head-ass Pokemon in F tier? Who designed this Pokemon? Sub in for My Little Pony cast member. If they were sick one day, they call Keldeo. Keldeo's first on the list. Let's just get all the genies. So the regular forms, these are all legitimately just the same Pokemon, right? With a paint job, and they're all just like pretty ugly. I like these better. Are they good? No. This is the difference between the Therian forms and the regular forms. They're like bottom of D tier to the top of D tier. Some absolutely heavy hitters. These are my favorite box art legendaries. Zekrom, easy S tier. Reshiram's good, but it's not as good. It's like A. Then we have the Digimon Digital Monster Fusions here. They're not my favorites. They just look awkward. They don't look like Pokemon. You got yourself a little Kyurem, Latios, Latios. This is a good area for Kyurem. He's just an ice dragon. He's not bad, but he's not special, right? He does his job. Looks intimidating. You know what type he is. That's a good Pokemon. This isn't a Pokemon. Genesect is cool. Purple probably influencing me a little bit here. I think most people probably have them in C, but you get a boost. Yveltal brings death and destruction. These are interchangeable. If you painted Giratina red, this is the same Pokemon. Zygarde, 10%, Zygarde complete, and Zygarde. This just looks like a normal Pokemon. We got this Gundam-ass looking Pokemon. They're all just C tier. They're just like little goopy transformer things. Diancie. It's just a rock.
It's a rock. A rock. A rock. It's a big, beautiful old rock.
I don't have anything creative. I just don't like it. It sucks. I hate Hoopa's design. A little gremlin thing, and then it evolves into some Goro knockoff that's able to create interdimensional portals. We got to the point in the list where they're no longer Pokemon on the list. Volcanion. It's so ugly. Like, what's going on here? Is he heating up the water in this tube? He's got like a water park ride going on, and there are like inner tubes going around in there. Silvally and type null. This is just man-made Arceus. It's a fish and a dog and a chicken and a bird thing. You know what? No, this is D tier. I think Tapu Koko's like a solid B. He has like this mohawk thing going on. He's moving around. He's super fast. I guess I have an electric type bias, don't I? Honestly, I think all of them are B tier. Looks like he's from the Shadow of Colossus. Talk about Tapu Bulu like that again. You see my man? He's like... He'll beat the shit out of you with his butt maraca. Solgaleo's cool, but just like, look at it. Look at the way it's drawn compared to the rest of these. You can like see its musculature. And I think Lunala is probably like here. I like Lunala. But then we do some Digimon fusion. Necrozma over here, who's like C tier at best, combines with those two Pokemon. And then they get like this sleek, crunchy coating. What are they going Super Saiyan? The only thing that's sick about Ultra Necrozma is what we're gonna watch right here. They literally fired up a move and called it Light That Burns the Sky. This man's charging up the Spirit Bomb. He took Goku's move. That's a Wingull, man! Leave the Wingull alone! That's where all the budget went. Magearna, F tier. It's a weird ballerina robot that isn't cute, that isn't cool, and is really ugly. Marshadow. It's probably like C. It might be able to sneak into B, but it's probably not better than Fat Elvis, right? Zeraora, this is one of the better Pokemon they designed recently. They finally went back and were like, oh wait, let's make a Pokemon. People like that. Meltan? Can't you only get this in Pokemon Go? Melmetal is sick. This Pokemon I think is like B or A. Imagine walking up to this guy on the street and his trainer says use double iron bash. You think you're going home in anything but a body bag? I think regularization is A. He's a good puppy. Zamazenta is a little bit worse. I don't like its triangle shield head. And I'm gonna be real honest. I think this version of Zamazenta with the actual shield, he looks like a doofus. He pulls up to the battle looking like this, and you gotta try not to laugh at him. Zamazenta might be C tier. Zacian though? That's an S tier Pokemon. Blue and orange color scheme. You know who else has a blue and orange color scheme? The Mets, baby! It's all about the Mets. It's always about the Mets. Always has been. Eternatus. You want to talk about a Pokemon that doesn't look like a Pokemon? I don't know if you can get a more apt choice than this. It's doing too much. Kubfu kind of reminds me of Pancham, but it's like not as cute as Pancham. They could go in like B tier. I don't really need to rank both types of Urshifu. Where their headband goes is the only difference between the Pokemon. I don't love him. I don't hate him, but he's like above average design-wise. Calyrex? Oh my god, look how bulbous this man's brain is. He's hitting people with the Vecna. His design on the horse is a lot better. I think the horses are both like C or B. For some reason, they're not on this tier list. Regieleki and Regidrago. I think they just go right next to the other Regis. Regieleki just kind of bounces back and forth, and I don't like its name. I'm demoting you to the lowest of Regis, Regieleki. Zarude. I think this is an A design. I don't know any lore on it. I don't have any fun facts, any spiciness to add. It's just good. Just a good design. I think this is good. This is the definitive list.